All right, guys. So we have the DFX or DXF 10 set up here. It is ready to go. Other than we need to install the char bed. So I'm gonna do that right now, and then add 16 gallons worth of fuel. I think there's 16 there. That's a 16-gallon hopper, but we will fill with charcoal up to about here. And yeah, you want to install 5 gallons of charcoal, no less. You're going to do it a little at a time. You're going to want to have a poker. Poke it down. Alright, so I can't seem to poke any more down through the restriction hole, so I'm going to dump the rest in. And we'll see if we end up where we were last time. So I'm about right there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn the vibrator on. Alright, so I didn't see it settle anymore. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and install my fuel. This big bucket, I think this is an 8-gallon. So I'm about right here on that, so we were a little high. Seemed like I got it more in the prototype, but they have the same capacity as far as, oh, actually this one is a little bit different. Maybe it is a little smaller. I did, actually I screwed up on that one, if you guys remember when I built that. I got my dimensions wrong, so that one's actually a little bit taller. Yeah, and it has more, no, it has roughly the same reduction, but it had a higher hearth. But yeah, anyway, yeah, we're ready to go. It's getting ready to rain, so I'm gonna fire this thing up. Alright, my secondaries are off. My flare cup valve is open. I don't have my little torch, and this torch, the igniter is broke. Alright, so I'm gonna go grab that real quick. Alright, so I got my torch igniter. I'm gonna turn the blower on. flaring off. Let me get it just a minute. You don't want to run your blower too much. You really don't want to get it hot. That's the heat is the enemy with that blower. That's probably good enough. Plug our agitator in. I'm going to start to climb it. Alright, so the charger is on, and I've got it set at 30 amps, which may be a bit much for right now here at the startup. You want to try to get it good and warmed up before you start putting loads on it. But it's sustaining that load right now, so there's 30 amps charging at 54 volts. So I might just leave it, or I don't know, I might, if it can't pull it out, well actually there it goes, so I don't know what I'm going to do. But anyways, it's raining, so I'm going to go in, and then we'll come back. I do need to get a time on it real quick so I can calculate the run time. So we'll come back here in a little bit. Alright guys, so we're coming up on 2 hours. Well, the inverter just kicked off the load. Give it a second here. Alright, reapplying the load. Now I have it set at 30 amps, and it's been running that pretty consistently. I've had to make some changes. But it seems to be running a little bit weaker here at the end of the hopper. Let's see what it does here. It's actually sustaining now. And that's about how it's been running the whole time. Alright, well, I'm gonna cut the video, and we'll come back at the end of the run. Alright guys, coming up on 2.5 hours. I did reduce the amperage down to 20 amps, so it's pulling about 1200 watts right now total. So between 12 and 1400. So it's running stable. But we're going to take a look inside the hopper. Now it's probably gonna, it might stall here because the hopper is getting low, so now I'm gonna allow air in here. So it's probably right here. So it's still got some time left. Maybe we might get 3 hours. I'm gonna cut the breaker to let it get reestablished. Power's back on. Vibrator's activated. We'll handle the load no problem. So the load is on. Alright, so I'm gonna let her go. Alright guys, so I got 2 hours and 45 minutes of usable power output from the machine. I just finally died while I was making fuel for the next run because I'm going to keep going tonight. But yeah, anyway, I checked the filter. The filter is a little dirty. It's not as clean like it was the last time, but this is the first run. So we still need to establish all the layers. So you should expect the gas to be a little dirty the first time you run it. So it's always a good idea to run on gasoline. This generator is out of fuel, so I need to add some. And then I'm going to do a follow-up gasoline run real quick, and then I'm going to continue on with my run. But yeah, I'll show you what I found in the ammo box. As you can see, that's what I pulled out of it. So not spotless, but not bad either. Alright, so it's gonna be hard to get an idea of what it's got for fuel. Oh, it is burnt down pretty good. Alright, so my hand was going down that far. So it's about right there. I don't know if I can get that smoke out of there so you can see. I'm trying to... No. Not gonna fly. But yeah. Yeah, the hopper's pretty much cached. Alright, so I need to make some charcoal. It wasn't a great day for that today, and it probably won't be tomorrow, so I may have to hold off on that until I get some made. I got another, I'd say 40 gallons, 20 gallons, 40 gallons of fuel, of wood fuel in the other barrel, and then I'll have to dry some more. So yeah, this is where dual fuel makes sense, because you're not always going to have dry wood chips to run. You know, it can take a couple days to dry wood fuel, and if it's not dry, you can't run it. Where charcoal, you can pretty much make the same day and run it. So this gives you the best of both worlds, and you'll always be able to have fuel to run. So anyways, we'll see you in that video, and then we'll do a 50% run, or a 50-50 mix and all that. So we'll see you in the next video.